Today we're on time. Hello, and welcome to Yester Productions here on Twitch. How's it going, everybody? Hope you've had a wonderful week so far, and I hope it continues going well for you. Welcome to Yester Productions here on Twitch. Today is Kilroy's Game Grounds, or my time to shine, or whatever. I don't know. I'm gonna play Batman games though, because I feel like playing some Batman. Before I do though, real quick, over on Facebook, over on YouTube, we're Yester Productions over there. There's a Discord, you can go check us out over there. We have a Yester Productions Patreon as well if you want to go support us. We are at Yester Film on Twitter. Please give us a follow. Yeah, just love to have you join our community if you're not already a part of it. I'm trying to think if there's anything super crucial to get out of the way, like just as far as announcements for the channel or anything like that goes, but there's not really much going on, which is kind of nice. You know, not a whole heck of a lot of changes. Everything's staying pretty much the course. Now, I am going to quickly shout out Mulligan and Bob Duco, whose music we use for the countdown clock, as well as for the pre-stream portion, like what you're seeing right now. And last but not least, it's awesome that you guys could join us and hear them. But please go support them over on Bandcamp. Their albums are available over there. Artists got hit pretty hard during the pandemic, so it'd be so fantastic if you like their music to go support them. Okay, that's it. That's all I got. Let's play some Batman. So yeah, I'm playing through Telltale series as Batman, or Batman the Telltale series, or whatever it is. And last week I had this question for everybody that I didn't end up putting up a poll. I meant to put up a poll about it, but I just never got around to that. But if it interests people, I'd love to do a thing where I actually talk about Batman a little bit, just either before or after the stream, like a pre-stream or a post-stream kind of thing. If you guys want to join me after the stream today, I'm happy to hang out for a little while after I finish playing the game for a little while, just to talk about Batman stuff, talk about what happened during the stream. Again, not now. Probably should have done that last week too, as actually covered that. So I have Shadows Edition, and I'm wondering if I should maybe have been playing through that, but I started the Classic Edition last week. So, actually, I wonder if I could... Actually, I'm going to jump out real quick to Shadows Edition. Hang on. I'm going to really quickly see if I can run Shadows Edition from here, because I think I bought Shadows Edition. Because if I bought Shadows Edition, I'd like to play that. Apparently they fixed some stuff. Maybe I don't own the Shadows Edition. If I don't, that's a huge mistake and I should get it. Gonna watch that intro again because I don't know how to skip it. If I don't have Shadows Edition yet, I'm gonna have to get it so we can play the second part of the game. Don't know why I had it in my head that I had the Shadows Edition though. Alright, today we start Chapter 2. An old friend becomes a new adversary as Bruce learns more about the Wayne family legacy, and Batman escalates the fight against crime and corruption throughout Gotham. Alright, let's begin. Previously on Batman the Telltale series.
The revolution is knocking on Gotham's door. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
Mr. Wayne, thank you for opening your house to us. Together, we will change Gotham. Harvey Dent, Gotham's next mayor, and eager to know you.
Vicky Vale, not interested, and reporter for the Gotham Gazette. Carmine Falcone? Is the Dent campaign soliciting votes from Gotham's biggest crime family?
Your father knew which hands to shake.
Don't you know not to corner a wild animal? It's dangerous. Bye, Bat.
This is Selina.
Falcone's calling card.
The chemicals. Where are they? We're all being played here, including you. Where's the money? It's the Waynes. Well, the Waynes are the biggest gangsters in Gotham.
There is some info we need to get. All right. Here we are, beginning episode 2, or chapter 2. This game series adapts to the choices you make. The story is tailored by how you play. I like that. I like that a lot. Wayne Memorial Auditorium. It's Harvey Dent versus Mayor Hill. Looks like it's the mayoral debate.
You don't have to do this.
Only you now, Master Bruce.
Lovely that they have a place called Crime Alley in
I thought
Gotham.
I might find you here. The news was upsetting for both of us.
But you should see this.
I know you come here for solitude, Bruce.
More allegations about his ties to the underworld.
This isn't going away.
It's also public and messy.
Tell me all of this is a lie.
I wish I could. There are no angels in Gotham, Bruce. Maybe there never were. I've been dreading this day for nearly 2 decades. I hoped it would never come.
Forget the papers. I want to hear it from you.
The truth is, they were billionaires, Bruce. You can't amass that kind of wealth without making certain moral compromises. It's just not possible. That kind of money taints you.
You kept their secrets for them.
I'm trying to help you understand.
Then try harder!
Hill greased the wheels of politics. Falcone was the muscle. Thomas legitimized the whole enterprise with his name. Your father, Hamilton Hill, and Falcone, they were partners. Nothing happened in Gotham without them knowing.
And the last of
Falcone, the papers, they were telling the truth. Everyone knew about this but me.
I know it's a lot to take in. I want you to
That's
know
like the
I
goddamn
had
understatement
my
of the century.
suitcases ready. I couldn't stand to be around your father anymore. But then they were killed, and you were all alone. And I just couldn't walk out the door. Everything I did, everything I've ever done, was out of love for you. I hope you can forgive me.
I mean, I'm more than willing to
How
forgive.
could I hold this against you? You're all I've got, Alfred.
Thank you.
Literally,
I
Alfred
won't
is the
let
only
you
family
down
we have, and I
again.
stand by it. Alfred's the best family we've got. Thanks to Kirby
This is
Candy
the
and Moldwin
first
for
time
hosting,
I've
by
been
the way.
back here since that night. When the police called me to collect you, I thought they'd finally arrested your father. I couldn't believe a low-life thug like Joe Chill would have the audacity to rob and kill Thomas Wayne. He was simply too well known. Too big. Yet, there it was.
Batman! My father
If my
had
father
enemies.
was that deep in crime, he would have had enemies.
Well, it's a fair assumption. You don't think? You always said it was a simple mugging. In 20 years, you've never wavered from that story.
Well, now it's starting to sound like it
I
wouldn't
can
be.
recall every moment of that night in vivid detail. But maybe that's wrong.
Sometimes we block out things we don't want to face.
Maybe there was some detail I overlooked.
Oh boy, we're gonna scout the crime scene 20 years after it was a crime scene. Well, let's look at the side alley.
I want him standing here, right now.
And what would the Batman do with his own parents' killer? The possibilities are frightening.
I'd ask him why.
I'd only want to ask him one question. Why? My parents could have given him anything. Why would he just shoot them?
He was stabbed to death in prison. No one mourns for Joe Chill, Bruce.
Some graffiti on the wall. There's the theater over there. There's Alfred to talk to, of course. Let's see, is there more to find, or... Like, we know he came through that door, down the stairs, around the corner. We're gonna look at the graffiti first.
He just wanted to protect us.
He thought he was invincible. Sadly, he was mistaken.
I always wanted to be brave, just like him.
And you are. He would be so proud to see that you took a different path.
I love that movie. Saw it countless times at that theater. How long did it play there?
Only when you wanted to see it, Bruce. Your mother arranged the special screenings personally.
I never knew that. She was always so good to me.
What's scaring me is this is like the most mafia thing I've ever heard of. Powerful, rich parents controlling
Where
the city
exactly
and
does
things
the
in
memory
it.
end?
With my father pleading, "You don't have to do this." And the gunfires.
And after that? There are considerable gaps in that recollection.
Maybe. Do I really want to know?
Yeah, you do. At this point, we do really want to know.
Nothing personal, just business. He told me you had it coming. You don't have to do this.
Nothing personal, just business. So just as in a tiny little bit of ballistics information. Snub-nosed revolver like that? Kick on that thing would be insane. His grouping is a little too good for one hand. I mean, that's just a personal pet peeve, really. Oh, I'm so glad they made sure the Pearl animation got put into the storyline. But also, he's definitely out of rounds.
Bruce, are you all right?
No, we're not all right.
They were assassinated.
Yeah, it was a hit.
And Carmine Falcone knows why.
Yes, he does. He does indeed. So that was our prologue to the second chapter here. Love that art style. Oh, I love the quasi-comic book nature the whole show has. The whole game. It's a game, not a show. Haha.
But
Kind
getting
of
you
feels
in
like
to
a
see
show, though.
Falcone like this, I don't have to tell you how many rules we're breaking. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm always here for you. But this could land us both in hot water. I pulled all the strings I had with the lieutenant. This better not come back to bite us.
Look, I get that, Harv, okay? And it means a lot to me.
I know it does, Bruce. It doesn't make it any easier.
We like Harvey.
The last time we brushed shoulders with Falcone, the press made us pay. At least tell me what this is about. Look, I'm all for blind support, but I should at least know what I'm getting myself into.
You don't want to know.
Trust me, you don't want to know.
No, I do. That's why I'm asking. I don't ask questions I don't want to know the answers to.
I'm sorry, Harvey. It's better this way.
Fine, don't tell me. But I hope none of this comes back to bite us. I don't want headlines taking away from my debate with Hill.
Gentlemen, we finally put Falcone in his cage. Now, thanks to the information you gave me, Bruce, he won't ever get out.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Information? What information?
Oh, I assumed you knew. I was going to contact your office first thing.
Sorry, Harvey. I was going to tell you.
What, tell me what?
Your friend here gave us a case that'll put Falcone away for life. A catalog of his entire criminal empire.
Is that a fact?
It's the reason I said yes to this unorthodox request.
Nice job bringing in Falcone. Yeah, that son of a bitch better not get off again.
He's not getting off the hook, Renee. Not this time.
Mr. Wayne, Sergeant Renee Montoya. I
Yes!
just wanted to say,
Montoya!
some of us police support you, despite what the media is saying.
Thanks, Sergeant.
We're keeping Falcone in the infirmary. He's lucky he didn't get roughed up more. I could tell Batman wanted to kill him, but he held back. He cares about doing the right thing.
We're gonna go with
Well, whoever he is behind that mask, I say Gotham's lucky to have him.
Yeah. It's great to know he's out there watching over the city.
I mean,
All right, Falcone's
not like
inside.
we're tooting our own horn or anything
Say
with
what
that.
you gotta say. We'll be out here.
All right, let's interrogate Carmine Falcone. Episode 2. Children of Arkham. That sounds badass.
The hell? Bruce Wayne? You must have some clout. My own wife can't get in to see me. Good thing I'll be out of here in a week. Just like every other time they tried to put me away.
Piss off the
You
wrong.
look like you tangled with the wrong guy.
This is nothing. You should have seen me before I became boss. I'd show up all beat to hell. Your father would sew me back together. Yeah, that's right. Tommy and I were close. More than friends. More like cousins.
Until you sent Joe Chill to kill him.
Ah, so that's what this is really about, eh? The pup digging up a 20-year-old killer.
2 killings, and they were never forgotten.
You and me, we're practically family. I thought you'd
No.
have figured that out by now.
We're not family.
Hey, I tried to get through to your dense party. Maybe I should have spelled it out. Got a whole closet full of birthday presents I was never able to give you.
Watch it, Falcone. I still see some unbroken bones.
Tough guy. I bet you came to kick some answers out of me, huh? Your father, Hill, and me, we ran this city. Still do.
Don't like this guy.
God damn this pain.
Not one bit.
Can't think through it. Morphine's on the side there. Be a good boy and help Uncle Carmine out, huh?
Nope. We're not gonna do that. No, don't you dare. Root of the True Paragon. Root of True Paragon. I really wanted to hurt him. I did.
40 years I keep my veins clean of any of that gunk. But you never forget the tender kiss. It'd be so easy to give me the whole vial, wouldn't it? Enough there to put an old dog down forever. Of course, you'd never know the whole story. How much of your parents do you have in you? What kind of son did Thomas Wayne make?
Do not push me, Falcone.
Apple didn't fall far, did it? You got that Wayne streak. Much better, kid. Thank you. Gesture like that reminds me of your mother. Your father may have been the doctor, but Martha, she had the human touch. I think you got more of her in you, tell the truth. Yeah.
Don't you dare talk about my mother.
And why not, kid? I got nothing but good things to say about her. She was the only one that ever had a hold on your father.
Until you hired an assassin to kill them both.
What, you really think I hired Chill?
Yeah.
Sure. I worked with Joe Chill from time to time. Put a button on someone, he'd take him out. But I never ordered that hit on your parents.
So who did?
You can't trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend. Your parents learned that.
They're waiting for you in hell!
Whoa!
The bastard had to die.
She's got some sort of drug thing going on here.
Hands in the air! Stand down! Get a doctor! Secure this floor! No one gets in or out!
Yep.
Go!
Falcone's dead. Falcone's dead. Dead, 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 dead. Well, that was... Oh, fuck.
We are in deep shit.
No shit.
I bought us some time, but not much. Word's gonna get out, sooner or later. Why would she do something like this? We had Gotham's biggest crime lord in our grasp. This close, we were this close.
Something's wrong with her.
I don't know. I hardly recognized her when she burst in. She was so different from the woman we met in the hall.
Yeah.
It's a disgrace. Another officer gone rogue.
Just doesn't make any sense. She'd never do anything to hurt the department.
No. We know that.
Falcone's case meant justice for 1,000 unnamed victims.
Renee Montoya is
our disaster.
one of the best cops on the force.
When our own cops are redecorating the precinct with their prisoners' brains. Listen, we gotta get out in front of this. We gotta spin it as best we can. Issue a statement saying that we have the shooter in custody. Details are still coming in and that we're investigating. The usual.
Someone planned this for a reason.
Even if that's true, the simple fact is she gunned him down in his hospital bed.
Lieutenant, Mr. District Attorney, Falcone's lawyers are here.
Oh, good.
Christ.
Good.
I can delay them for a little
Fantastic.
while. We still need answers.
Jesus fuck.
Tell me if she says anything. I have to know why she did this.
I guarantee you she doesn't remember.
Alfred, Falcone's been murdered.
Good God.
I'm looking into it, but I'll need access to the back computer for anything I find.
Connection secured.
Alfred, I'm gonna try and confirm some suspicions of mine.
You can see the spiderweb veins on her, around her mouth and on her neck. She got hit. We'll start with this, and then we'll do the insertion point.
Still visible beneath her skin.
And then we saw the point of contact, which is in the neck there. She got hit with a dart.
Fresh injection site.
Yep.
That doesn't look like blood. Alfred, I think I found the substance. Analyze and forward me the result.
Of course. I'll be in touch as soon as I have the results.
Where am I? Mr. Wayne?
Told you she doesn't remember.
What's going on? Oh, but I got this awful feeling something terrible happened. Everything is such a blur.
Sergeant, you have to think. What do you remember?
Oh, God. Falcone. I was hoping it wasn't real.
I believe you were drugged, Sergeant.
Yeah.
It would explain a lot. Listen, you have to believe me. I talk big about hurting thugs like Falcone, but I would never betray the lieutenant. Everything is so foggy. I remember a sharp pain.
There's an injection site on your neck.
Then I just felt light, like I could do whatever I wanted. No guilt, no consequence. There was a voice in my ear insisting Falcone was gonna get off. And all I knew was that I had to stop that.
I mean, he might have. Doubtful.
I had to, no matter what. The reasons why I should've, they were a million miles away.
Did you see a face? Could you ID a suspect?
I don't think so.
You must remember some detail. Try.
I remember a hand on my arm, guiding me like a parent with a child. The voice, it was saying something about revolution.
Cobblepot said something similar.
So is our big bad Oswald Cobblepot, also known as the Penguin?
I'm so sorry, Lieutenant. I've let you down.
We stalled Falcone's lawyers for now, but they'll be back. So how is she? Did she tell you anything?
Yeah, hey, don't worry about that now.
I found evidence that she was drugged. A fresh injection site on her neck.
I was out of my mind, Lieutenant. Please believe me.
Hey, I do. Of course I do. Hey, get forensics in here. Now!
She remembers a voice saying something about revolution.
That's not much to go on.
Now, if you're bringing forensics in, let's get Bruce out.
Alfred, I gotta get back to the manor. I've got a lead on whoever's behind this.
Bruce! What are you doing here? My friends in the GCPD have been telling stories about some kind of lockdown?
I'm sorry, Vicky. I don't have time.
Don't brush me off. Word is there were shots fired near where Falcone was being held. Know anything about that? I mean, you must have been back there when it happened.
Where did you get that?
So it's true?
No, I didn't say that.
Word is you turned over enough dirt on Falcone to put him in Blackgate Prison for life. A day after he showed up at your house. And now you're here. You can't afford to be associated with another scandal. I can keep your name out of whatever we print, but you need to give me something I can
You've
use.
not proven that so far.
Who fired the shots? A cop? I can tell by the way you're brushing me off that something happened. Just give me something to run with.
You're fishing. You don't have anything. Now, if you'll excuse me.
We literally have
to me, Bruce.
We have to brush
This
her
is
off
coming
right
out
now.
whether you stonewall me or not.
We need to keep her away from us right now. She's been a problem. At least I think. I mean, a lot of what we say ends up in the press whether we like it or not. So we got to be very careful around her.
Either Cobblepot drugged Montoya himself, or someone else is using his revolutionary rhetoric. Either way, I need to find him. Let's put our drones in the air and start a search. I'll run a trace on his cell.
Well,
in the meantime, we have to find out what we can do about this drug.
Renee Montoya just went rogue.
Chemicals from Montoya's bloodstream.
Killed Falcone.
Throw that up on the monitor.
And we found evidence that she'd been drugged.
On Montoya is similar to the nerve agent I found at the docks.
Yeah, it's all kinds of bad news right now. Everything about it is not good.
It's ironic that Falcone died at the hands of someone drugged with his chemicals. Who'd have guessed that's how he'd meet his maker? Prone in his sickbed, surrounded by police who were ordered to protect him.
Murder at the hands of Montoya. That's not justice.
No, it's
Whoever
not.
did this was judge, jury, and executioner. No one should act as all three.
No.
I hope he told you something before he was killed.
Nothing useful, per se?
What did you learn from him?
We're going with this.
Practically family, he said.
Family? Funny, I don't recall any Sunday dinners with the mob.
Yeah, me neither.
It wasn't Falcone who called the hit.
Yeah,
but we were
I
9.
suppose that makes sense. Your father, Hill, and Falcone would have balanced each other out.
Computers pinpointed reference points on the two compounds.
Montoya sample versus the doc sample.
This refined drug is like a weapon. It only took a small injection to strip Montoya of her moral filters and make her act on her base impulses.
Meanwhile, if we look at what's going on with this sample...
The men at the docks were doused with the base chemicals.
Ahoy, Magic Chicken! How are you, friend?
Messy. They were out of control. Both compounds seem stable, but they're quick to fall apart. Whoever processed it knew what they were doing.
What could the creators of such a drug possibly have in mind? Fighting your wars is one thing, but drugging others to fight them for you? Oh.
With this drug, they can exploit anyone's baser impulses, the things they would otherwise control.
Your drones are in position to triangulate Cobblepot's location.
Are we dealing with the Penguin on his own? Or are we dealing with someone bigger than that? Because Chaos is not the Penguin's MO necessarily. So we got 3 drones. These are the different spots we pinged Oswald recently. Well, as a general rule, Scum always chooses right. So we're gonna start on the right, because I'm that kind of guy. Okay, well that's a start. Oh, I'm happy you wanted to check it out. Thanks for joining us. Bring me her head. He's pissed off because Catwoman blew it. Because we made Catwoman blow it. So... Isn't this our place?
Yeah, no, you go. Be alright. Alright.
That's our triangulated point on the Skyline Club.
The Skyline Club?
Again?
Jesus, didn't even wait for Falcone's body to get cold, did you, Oz?
Going to speak with him, Bruce?
The Iceberg Lounge
Bruce
yet.
Wayne already tried talking with Cobblepot. It's time he met the Batman.
He hasn't called it Iceberg Lounge yet, which is the only thing I'm disappointed about. Or maybe he has and he just hasn't changed the signage. I don't know yet. He's already in there. Yo, who's the giant dude with the red veins?
Come on, I know there's gotta be more around here. The man probably had millions in
You lot,
I
come
forgot to
check out
hit
this
the.
office.
I stopped watching for half a second long enough for me to not push the button. Thank goodness the game mostly had me figured out.
Hey, you can help me.
Let him go.
Batman! It's about time. You kill a crime boss, you'd expect a word of thanks from Gotham's #1 vigilante. Oh, don't worry, I'll pass your gratitude on to those who made it happen. They'll be pleased to know you think so highly of their work.
I said let him go.
You hear that, Roland? That sounded like an order.
I'll crush him.
Now, have a little respect for the Bat. Think he underestimates you. Is this about Falcone? We all saw how you felt about Falcone. Pounded him into a pulp on live TV. If you were truly the defender of this city, you'd have finished the job yourself. Admit it, Falcone deserved to die.
No.
Vermin like Falcone, they deserve to be stomped out. Believe me, I know from personal experience.
I don't kill my enemies.
Maybe that's why you got so many. Might be time to reconsider. As a show of good faith, I'm gonna let this one go. How's about we talk this through? We helped you with Falcone. Now, if we could just cut out the rest of the rot, like Wayne and Hill, ordinary folks might be able to breathe.
Oswald Cobblepot. What is it about this place that attracts criminal scum like you?
Gotta admit, you've got flair. Here's the thing. I actually admire you, Batman. We both want the same kinds of things. Me and my people, we've got big plans for Gotham.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
They found Catwoman. What do you want with her?
We had a deal. She didn't make good on it. So sorry this didn't work out, mate. I'd stay to watch. I would, but I still got a Catwoman problem to deal with. Oh, what's her name again?
Selina.
Yes! Oh, beautiful name.
Yeah, no, not okay. Not okay. Well, we died. Blew that one right open, didn't I? Let's try that again.
Gonna have to try harder than this.
Oh boy. I gotta get used to the quick time. This is like the most quick time everything I've ever seen in my life. And of course he's gone now, isn't he?
Alfred, track down Selina Kyle.
I'll find her right away.
I've died once already. That is embarrassing. I am embarrassed by that. I shouldn't have died once in this game, but that's on me. I am sorry. Stacked deck, 6 p.m. No capes. How did we get her number? I don't remember getting it in the first chapter. Ooh, are we gonna be in a bar, bro? We're a little overdressed, wouldn't you say, gentlemen and ladies? And others.
Is that Bruce Wayne?
You really think he'd show up here?
You here?
You lost? Because I don't have time for tourists. Looks like you walked into the wrong bar.
Yeah, I'm looking for a woman.
You wouldn't be the first.
Selina Kyle, I'm told she practically lives here.
Selina, huh? You don't strike me as her type.
You'd be surprised.
Hey, don't I know you? It is you. Knew it. Cops take all your fancy clothes? Are you trying to lay low? Of course, you're not really the low-lying type.
Buy you a drink?
How about a few? It ain't like you're short on cash.
Leave him alone, Frank. Man's just trying to have a quiet drink.
He didn't seem to mind the company. But whatever.
Hey, if he was hitting on us, I wouldn't have said no. Gotta keep up the charade,
Selina,
right?
I need to tell you something important.
Better be an apology. You were supposed to take care of our mutual problem. Instead, you just pissed him off.
Well, I've met a couple of his goons myself. Your client isn't one for subtlety. The man who hired you, his name is Oswald Cobblepot.
Never heard of him.
He goes by Penguin.
Penguin? Shit. Ugh, you've got to be kidding me. You should have just killed me on that rooftop. I'm dead anyway.
Well.
When you screw someone over, you really screw them.
Okay.
The Penguin.
Penguin can't take on both of us, and I'm not going anywhere. Clearly you know something about him.
I only know him by reputation. I'm surprised you never heard of him. He's a big deal across the pond. He's more dangerous than you think.
I grew up with Oz. He's the first real friend I ever had.
Yep.
I'm not surprised. Questionable morals and a penchant for theatrics. You two have a lot in common.
Not wrong. Kind of scary to think about
The
it
question is, why Gotham? Why now? It's not like he's hurting for crime syndicates abroad. Why leave that?
Oswald wanted Falcone out of the picture. Looks like he succeeded.
So what? He wants to take his place?
Maybe, for starters.
Certainly seems that
Well,
way.
I'm not sticking around here to find out.
Oswald... Penguin is about to unleash God knows what on the city. You can't just leave.
A good reason not to be here when he does. You want to stay? That's your choice.
Whatever Penguin is planning, innocent people will end up in the line of fire.
Innocence. Not me. Bruce, sweetie, the gallant knight thing, it really is adorable. But what would Harvey think? The two of us, working together. After all, I'm not really an all work and no play kind of girl. Harvey knows that.
Keep Harvey out of this. The less he knows, the safer he'll be.
I'm sure his safety is your paramount concern.
Yeah.
You and I...
Please, don't wreck my bar.
You know...
Well, Bruce, you were right.
Selina Kyle, Penguin says hello. Beat it. We're here for her. If you care about your own skin, you'll get the hell out.
We're just gonna punch him. Barbara! Woo! Yeah, Barbara! Hey, there's a chair there. We could use that. I've wanted to smash the guy into a pool table for so long at this point. He's got to do it, so I'm happy.
Not done yet.
Clearly not. I'm kind of impressed. Yeah, back to back.
I think they want more.
Then let's give it to him.
I feel a little bad for the bartender, you know? Oh, we're using a little bit of scream up in here. Got it.
You fight pretty good. For such a pretty boy.
Get a room already! In all seriousness, they should really get a room. And, like, just not be here when this goes down, because this is a really bad place to be right now. The fuzz just showed up.
Come on, this way.
Yeah, the alley works too, but I'd like more like a don't be there anymore kind of a scenario.
Quick, check the alleyway.
Yeah, see, this is what I meant by get a room. You need to get out of the alley, out of the street, out of the area.
Negative. Let's check the other side.
Are we alone?
I think we're alone now. Is this gonna happen? Is it? Yeah, we're gonna kiss her. We're just gonna go for it.
Let's get out of here.
Ah! We just got blue-balled. I love it.
I'll take the rooftops. You take the alley.
Wait. Yes or no, will you help me stop Penguin?
I'm gonna say maybe, but only because he's trying to kill me.
Pretty good reason to say yes.
You shouldn't trust me, you know.
Oh, I don't. I do not trust her.
Alfred, I'm uploading the contents of a smartphone to the back computer. Check to see if there's anything on the phone we can use.
Processing it now. Is everything all right? There are quite a few police cars convening on your location.
It's fine. Has the back computer found anything yet?
Bruce, there are a number of messages here. All from Mayor Hill.
Mayor Hill?
The last voicemail is his. Listen to this.
I gave you everything I have on Wayne. I've held up my end of the bargain, and I expect you to do the same.
This is very shady indeed. Whatever they're talking about, it doesn't sound good.
I should have guessed. Hill's working with Penguin. If Hill's talking to Penguin, he must know something. It's time I paid him a visit.
I agree. The mayor must have answers, but if I may offer a word of advice. People look up to Batman after how you handled Falcone. Terrorizing the mayor could damage that goodwill. Then again, Batman's methods would certainly get him talking immediately. Bruce would have to depend on his guile to loosen Hill's lips.
Okay, who are we, guys? Are we the Batman or are we the Bruce Wayne right now? I genuinely feel like if we visit Hill as Batman, we put a target on our backs really quickly. But if we go as Bruce, I mean, Hill already thinks very little of us. Okay, chat, weigh in on this one real quick for me. Am I going to be Bruce or am I going to be Batman? Because I kind of want to do this as, yeah, let's do this as Batman. We're going to be Batman.
Going as Batman is the sure bet.
Yeah, we got to make sure that everyone remembers Batman is not just the good guy, he can also be the bad guy, so. Plus, if we put the fear of the bat in Mayor Hill's heart, I'm good with that. Huh, I remember that giant gaping hole in the window. You see where they're putting up the boards to fix it? That was our first night on the job. It went strictly mediocre. Honestly, I think I missed one hit.
Batman has the public trust after taking down Falcone. Try not to throw it away by going overboard on Hill. Battering the mayor is not a good option, despite his more than checkered reputation.
I'll be
Don't worry, Alfred. I'm a light touch. When I need to be.
The city will thank me later if Hill tells me Penguin's plans.
The reality is we're not gonna beat him up. We're just gonna ask him some questions.
Deborah, you incompetent! Dent's up in the polls. I need to crucify him in the debate or we can kiss re-election and your job goodbye. You'd better be back here in the next 15 minutes or I'm cutting your pay. Who's there? Deborah! Deborah! Is that you?
You know who I am. It's time we finally met.
Ah! Batman? What are you doing here?
You know who Penguin is.
So I've heard of him. So what? I've got nothing to do with that lowlife. Do you hear me?
Patience isn't my strong suit. Talk!
I'm talking. You're not listening. I gave you everything I have on Wayne. I've held up my end of the bargain, and I expect you to do the same. Wayne, there's the real problem. He's the one you should be after. Every fiber of his being built on lies, his status, his fortune.
What does Penguin want with Bruce Wayne?
The atrocities that occurred at the hands of his father. He only wants to expose the Waynes for the criminals that they are.
What do you get out of this deal?
Security! Pick up, goddammit! Security! I'm being assaulted! Batman's here!
Where?
Don't kill me! I've done nothing wrong!
Why do you
I come to you?
Because I knew about Arkham Asylum, and what was done to those poor people. Penguin wants revenge for what happened to his mother. Thomas Wayne sent her to Arkham, along with who knows how many other innocents. Nothing was wrong with any of them. Until Thomas locked them up.
Something this big couldn't have been hidden. There'd be records.
With enough money, you can make anything, or anyone, disappear. I didn't dare speak up. Whatever happened in the past, it's nothing compared to what's happening now. Penguin isn't the only child of Arkham. There are others whose families were destroyed by Wayne. They'll make Gotham pay for his sins. No. Please. Don't. No.
They'll have to go through me first.
If I hadn't given Penguin what he wanted, he would have struck at the debate tonight. I didn't just do this for myself. I'm trying to protect Gotham. Finally. About damn time.
It's Batman! Shoot him! Come on, get the mayor out of here!
I heard everything, Master Bruce. What he said about your father, it must be difficult to process.
I need to know what went on in Arkham Asylum.
Looks like we're
Indeed,
going to Arkham.
I'm just as frustrated as you are.
Hill seems to think he's safe, but Penguin's still out there.
He's out there. He's wrong. I was about to say, that seems a little early for us to finish the chapter already. No, it just took a moment for it to buffer. All right, time to do a little
wonder what
bit
else
of
is
codex
on here.
reviewing. All right, in it goes.
As per your request, Lieutenant Gordon has tripled security at the debate.
Thanks, Alfred.
But Gordon heard about Batman's surprise visit to the mayor. He was far from happy.
Thanks for the heads up.
I think we did the
It's
right
a
thing.
plan of the old Monarch Theater.
The auditorium where the debate's being held. I hacked into the image feeds from the security cameras at the auditorium.
Just to be safe.
Just to be safe.
Hills, details about your father. They must have been quite upsetting.
Yeah, a little bit.
I can't imagine how you must feel. To learn so much in so little time.
To hear their crimes detailed, first by Falcone, then by a snake like Hill. It makes me question myself.
You shouldn't, Bruce. You are your own man. And the city needs you, now more than ever.
Well, we'll do our best. But we are only Batman. We lack Robin, Nightwing, Red Hood, and Red Robin. And Batgirl, Batwoman. Literally, we just lack the rest of the Bat family. If I had all of them, it'd be fine. Alright, we got a Codex update. So we've got a few different updates on a lot of different people, including Crime Alley, the spot where my parents were assassinated, and the alley across the Monarch Theaters. The place my childhood ended and the rest of my life began violently, despite the fact that I installed a plaque there to honor them. I made sure the alley has looked the same as the night my parents were shot. Why should I attempt to erase what can never be forgotten? Instead, I need to understand why they died. We got a Wayne Enterprises building here that we can review. Multinational corporation. Oh, shoot. Sorry, hang on. Multinational corporation founded by my ancestors, covering all manner of manufacturing and finance. I inherited a majority stake from my father, but I'm not involved in day-to-day operations. However, R&D resources have been helpful in pursuing my private interests. Implicated my family in his corrupt business dealings with Mayor Hill. It's gotta be a lie.
Rumors persist that the candidate is having trouble paying his
Carmine
campaign
Falcone and Mayor Hill are at the root of corruption. They claim that my family is involved too, but that can't be true. Well, let's figure that out later. I like Renee Montoya. I'm really upset by the fact that she got drugged and made to kill Carmine.
Nobody goes to Gotham's dive bars expecting a quiet night out, but police say a brawl tonight at the Stack Deck Bar in Otisburg was the rowdiest one in recent memory. Reports say multiple arrests were made, with all the suspects taken into custody while unconscious.
Yeah, we tried to kiss her, but I'm not ashamed.
Unidentified man and woman who were seen in conversation with the assailants shortly before.
Vale is relentless, and she definitely has a nose for news. She was at the station before I could get myself out of there. I didn't give her anything, but I'm guessing she'll put the pieces together before too long. Yeah. Really, we just gotta delay her as long as possible. The best man on the force. We hope we can stay as friends. I knew he was bad news, but we always did. Like, the second I heard Oswald Cobblepot, I'm like, oh. Penguin, eh? Hamilton Hill is a monster, and I hate him. Harvey Dent is gonna be a monster, and we will hate him, but for now we're fine. Yeah, sorry, I'm just going through these real quickly because as much as I want to read them, I know them all. Because we've just lived them, guys. Someone has to stop Falcone. Gothamites have been patiently waiting to mob off Carmine Falcone's incarceration for decades. For some, that patience is wearing thin. The police can't touch him. God won't strike him down, and I'm paying a fortune in taxes for what? Said downtown shopkeeper Samuel Slater. So when a local television station aired dramatic footage of the Batman incapacitating Falcone, only to be driven away by the hail of police gunfire, some wondered if the police shouldn't be thanking Batman instead. As far as I'm concerned, let the Batman do what the courts and the police can't, Slater commented. His frustration is well justified, having filed an extortion complaint against Falcone over a decade ago. His complaint was dismissed for lack of evidence, and Falcone was, again, walked free. Police raided our property. Yeah, that's great, because we wanted them in our building in the first place. They stole all of our assets and our files. Looks like Dent is pulling ahead, which is good news. We want him to win. Doc shootout suspect escapes custody. Carmine Falcone murdered in police custody. Jesus. Distrust Gothamites' biggest concern. Results of the survey of the Gazette taken as a whole. Paranoia. Gotham after Falcone. What do we? Who do we want to be?
A Dent spokesperson said these rumors are nothing more than a smear tactic perpetuated by the incumbent Mayor Hill's campaign.
All right. Well, we're gonna watch the security cameras.
Wait a minute. The images on these cameras haven't changed. Something's wrong.
Penguin's men may have commandeered the cameras on their end.
They're looped.
We could just be looking at
what they want us to see. Warn Gordon that he may have visitors. I have to get down there. Now.
We should probably have gone to visit Hill as Bruce, if we wanted to minimize how much the police want to interfere with our work. But I think choosing to be Batman was the right approach.
Harvey needs to get out of there.
Hey, Bruce. Man, I'm glad you called. I needed to talk to you, actually. Something's come up. Something that's... well, it's not exactly pleasant.
Why? What happened? Are you all right?
Me? Oh, yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, you mean because of this penguin threat? They have me in some back room until the debate begins.
For my own protection, they said. A little bit of overkill, if you ask me. Look.
Bruce, I didn't want to do this over the phone, but...
my advisors are telling me that I need to...
that I need to...
distance myself from you. Until all this mess with your family blows over. They're afraid it's not a very good optic.
Ouch, Harvey. Talk about a sucker punch.
What with the allegations in the press, and now this mess with Falcone, you're a liability. But here's the thing, Bruce.
Without your money...
I am dead in the water. I know this is a delicate topic, but I need you to keep me afloat.
I may have to trash you in public, but you and me, we'll know the truth about our friendship.
No matter what, we need a new mayor. Hill needs to be removed.
I knew you'd see it that way.
Listen, I hate to push you, but
underhanded money is a bad look.
I need to know. Can I count on your money, Bruce?
Whatever it takes to save Gotham. That's what we wanted.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
I'll always
but
support you, Harvey.
I don't like it.
Thank you, Bruce. Thank you.
I don't like how it's being done.
You don't know how much this means to me.
Yep. Just
to
move
Gotham.
on. Just move on.
Sorry, Bruce. The makeup person is here.
Yep, great.
Guess she needs to put on my face.
I hope you can still watch
God.
the debate somewhere. No matter what I have to say tonight, remember,
God, that line.
You are always my friend.
I hope somebody else got that line, like, kind of hears the reference inside it. Like, that was, needs to put on my face. Like, fuck me. That's a clever line. The writing in this is so good. Granted, some of the options we get aren't great, but,
Batman. Yeah, all quiet so far.
I've got a feeling that's about to change.
Just so we're clear, you and me, we're on shaky ground.
Jim, listen.
No, listen to me. The excessive violence, it can't go on. Most of the GCPD already think you're a monster. Don't prove them right.
You're lucky I'm on your side.
That may be true, but I can't ally with a violent thug.
We have bigger things to worry about right now. Your security has been compromised.
I've got patrols on every door.
You better check on them.
I'd keep that holstered if I were you.
What's she doing here? She was part of that robbery at the mayor's office.
Really? You're gonna drag out that dead horse?
We're all on the same side, Jim.
This better not come back to bite me.
Ah!
Alpha Patrol, come in.
That line gets used a lot.
That, incident in the bar. Dead is its own kind of cage. I can't stand being in it. Not that I needed your help or anything, but you had my back. I thought I'd repay the favor. You know, like you scratch my back, I cut some people up.
You don't owe me anything. Those scum had it coming.
And they say chivalry is dead.
None of my men on the ground are responding.
Enough waiting. We're going in.
Alpha, do you read?
Now aren't you glad I'm here?
Yes, we are.
Well, you have a better shot than my SWAT team of getting in there quietly.
We got a drone.
We are seriously underfunded at the GCPD.
Sounds like a vote for dead, Lieutenant.
Yeah, Dent will actually fund the GCPD to make sure it does its job better, quote unquote.
The next mayor of Gotham City. This is an important debate for these two candidates. Incumbent Mayor Hamilton
Oh, look,
Hill
the mercenaries
and
are back.
challenger, Gotham District Attorney Harvey Dent. And it's also important for you, the citizens of Gotham, who will soon head to the
All right, here we are, guys. It's time to go to work. It's time to be the Batman. But I definitely think after I finish playing through this, I'm going to have to go revisit the Arkham games. Drone! Oh,
At least we know why they weren't responding.
they're a little dead.
Gordon, we found one of your patrols. They've been terminated.
Goddamn sons of... Ladies and gents, as you might have guessed, there's been a change to tonight's program. First order of business, firing the moderator.
Jesus.
I hate to be a downer, but these hostages, I don't like their chances.
They just didn't have a head for the issues.
If we're quick and decisive, no one else has to die.
If you say so. But Penguin's playing for keeps.
Fanatics always do.
You two, get out here. Keep it quiet back there.
These guys are armed to the teeth.
So are we.
We need a new moderator.
Come on, you.
You there? Yes. You. Thank you for volunteering.
Please, no.
Go on then. Introduce the candidates. Stage fright, huh? All right, I'll get you started, but this is your show.
3 hostiles. Gotta take them out quietly.
Let's make our plan here. Let's link him to the light stand. Quick takedown potentially can... And we want Catwoman to get the one by the door because she has the above ground advantage there.
If you say so.
Then we've got to get this one. Can I? No, we want him into the camera, I think. So what we'll do is we'll pull him into the camera stand. So we got him going into the camera stand, then we use the light stand to take out the other one.
Scratching boys and kicking each other are all encouraged. Rule 3.
Yeah, so we're gonna go light camera stands into this fella here. And then Catwoman's got this one, so he's taken care of. And then the last guy is at the back end of the room. There we go. Well, he's unconscious now. At least we didn't crush his brains,
Keep your
though.
heads down. Make for the police line.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
My country, brothers and sisters of Gotham, you have nothing to fear. We are the children of Arkham. We are here to end the masquerade.
Who the hell is this cat?
And expose the corruption at root in your city. For too long, men like your esteemed mayor have profited from the pain of innocence. Tonight,
show you the truth. This is spiraling out of control. They have no idea about the man behind the mask.
Whoever it is, they're smart. Let someone else get their hands dirty.
Go on, love. You know what to do.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, guys. Oh boy, this is bad. Oh boy.
Tell them what you really think about the city you pretend to love.
Everybody in Gotham saw that moderator get shot on live TV.
Yeah.
What's going on in there?
First off, we should incinerate the pool.
Gotham's flawed. That city is flaws. Beautiful.
We're out of time, Batman. The brass is going nuts with those two drunks on stage.
It's not trying to save the city. Corrupt politicians.
And what about the corrupt elite? The men whose fortunes are built on corpses. Men like your friend, Bruce Wayne. You're as bad as he is. Happy to look away from what you don't want to see. Roll the tape!
Subject 9.
Dad.
I thought your father was dead.
Subject 9. Esther Cobblepot. You've been declared criminally insane and committed to Arkham indefinitely as a ward of the state.
Please, I'll sell you the land. Please don't do this.
You had your chance. You should have made the deal we offered you. Give her the drug.
Thomas, we're friends. Our boys play together.
Oh.
You were warned, Esther. You know I always get what I want. Commence the procedure. Give her a dose she won't come back from.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. I think our father might be corrupt. Or might have been corrupt. I'm not sure, but I think he might have been corrupt. That's a bit of a problem. You know what's amazing is so far almost nobody has died yet.
Batman! You certainly know how to make an entrance.
Nice work, Vicky Vale.
Go! Why don't you kick your crap out of head?
No, please, I made amends.
You could never.
That was all Tom's way, not me. I took out Thomas Wayne. That was all him. He didn't know when to stop. I had him killed because of it.
That won't bring back my poor old mum. So this is for her.
He won't let you kill anyone else!
Right, your turn, Dent! Where's your mate, Bruce Wayne? Your biggest supporter, and he didn't give
Oh yeah,
you
Hill
to
is
us.
super dead. It's a very real problem.
Batman! The revolution's already started! It's too late to join!
We're gonna say it's over, Penguin.
Your revolution is over, Penguin.
On the contrary, we're just getting started.
Oh, fuck off! No, fuck it. We're saving Selena, Kyle. Well, we knew this was gonna happen eventually. We knew this was gonna happen fucking eventually.
Hold your fire, damn it!
And 100% we chose something that's in the same vein of the show. But we knew this was gonna happen eventually.
Harvey.
Where's the maniac in the mask? We need paramedics over here, now!
Alas, poor Yorick. Right?
City Hall is in chaos after Mayor Hamilton Hill was confirmed dead.
While several members of the Children of Arkham have been arrested, the Penguin is still at large.
I missed a quick time that I could have potentially done something. Yeah, alas, poor Penguin. I knew him well. That's for sure. Oz was our best friend when we were kids.
He won't be the same after this.
Meanwhile, the Wayne family scandal continued to escalate after the full list of Thomas Wayne's victims was released to the public.
Great! Fucking fantastic! I know we have literally no reason to trust her right now.
Lawyers representing Bruce Wayne have no comment at this time.
We are the children of Arkham, and we have opened your eyes.
Who is this guy? Who the hell is this guy? I don't recognize him. He could be Anarchy, I guess. Did we ease Falcone's pain or make him suffer? So, it definitely feels like the Paragon route to have said, yeah, we're going to make him feel a little more comfortable. So I feel good about this. 100% we were on board with the try to kiss Selena approach. Although, we're playing this a little more true to the comic book version of her than this game's version. She's been all over the map, really. So it looks like most people tried to do it as Bruce. So we went with the minority on the Batman choice. But honestly, disassociating ourselves as Bruce Wayne from as much as we could of the Batman scandals and stuff like that, I think is the better approach. So I stand by it. I also left it to you guys, so. We did not withdraw our funding. We fall into the trend of everybody kind of still says we're going to fund Harvey. Looks like everybody goes for Selena instead of going for Harvey. I wonder what the storyline would be like if she died right here and now, you know? So it looks like this is only one minority choice we made. So I'm still thinking the majority of people are going the route of going for Batman is not a villain, right? When they build this. Oh, right. This is just going over the list. So I'm looking at the time. We still have 40 minutes left. So instead of just talking about Batman the whole time, I'm just going to go right into the next chapter and start it. And if we have to stop midway through, we'll stop midway through.
Next time on Batman, the Telltale series.
Looking forward to this.
You may have saved me, but this isn't over.
Nope.
You don't know these people, Bruce.
Not yet.
Authorities are scrambling. The so-called Children of Arkham have the city in a frenzy, but there's still no sign of their masked leader. With Hill and Falcone dead by their hands, the question on everyone's lips is, who's next?
I'm definitely happy
After that news about
Renee
your father
Montoya is
sending
no
some
longer
people to Arkham.
Suspected.
Sounds like the whole city wants your
assassin.
head on a pike.
The Waynes have always run this company, but now they want to decide what your future at this company will be.
Do you really think Bruce Wayne is worth protecting?
What do you want from me?
You know what I want.
No more hiding, not for anyone.
But don't worry, Bruce Wayne's finally gonna get what's coming to him.
Bruce! Bruce!
He's either Brother Blood, which I doubt, because he's not a cult leader, or he's Anarchy. But he also could just be this new villain they designed for the Telltale series. If it is, I dig it. Ah. So, there's only 5 episodes to this. That is true. That is true. Mass media is a big cult there. And Children of Arkham is more like... Yeah, it's definitely a cult of sorts, but Brother Blood's cult is very specific. It's not a... It doesn't usually come from this particular setting. Brother Blood's cult is usually more about using... I'm really trying to find the best way to say it without basically saying he's a vampire, or he wants to be. But he's basically a vampire, or he wants to be anyways. I think I'm gonna do this with, I think I am gonna start this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start this, because that last chapter was really quick. The first chapter took me the entire stream to finish it. Or pretty close to. So I think I'm just gonna start chapter 3. Vampiric mesmerization. No, I can see it. I can see it.
Bob and Regina Zellerbach. Of course I know these two. Regina here is the chairwoman of Wayne Enterprises.
You can't trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend. Your parents.
And that is okay, Magic Chicken. You don't need to know all the characters or the villains. Batman's rogue library is massive. So remembering literally every villain that has ever existed is actually very difficult. There's obviously the more popular ones, you know, Penguin, Mr. Freeze, Catwoman, Bane, Poison Ivy, Joker, Riddler, you know. But then there's lesser known ones like Condiment Man and Calendar Man and
working together.
Vertigo has made some appearances, but not a lot of them. Yes, it's a real villain. You can look him up.
Let's get out of here.
You can literally look up Condiment Man. He's a real villain in the Batman Rogues Gallery from the 1970s, I want to say.
Just so we're clear, you and me, we're on shaky ground.
Jim, listen.
No, listen to me. The excessive violence, it can't go on.
So sorry, ladies and gents. As you might have guessed, there's been a change to tonight's program.
It was pretty campy. It was definitely pretty campy there, Magic Chick. I don't know if I would say it was comedic, but it was very campy. It had a lot of silly stuff.
Yes! Luke, thank you for volunteering.
My downtrodden brothers and sisters of Gotham, you have nothing to fear. We are the children of Arkham.
Astoundingly, that light crushing his face didn't kill him. I definitely want to play this game again. When I finish the storyline, I'm gonna have to do it over again, just to see if I still choose the same things. I want to choose other options and see what happens. We're at Gotham General.
Mayor Dent. You know, I always assumed Harvey would win, but not like this.
Won by default. He's probably pissed he didn't get his landslide fair and square.
Hey, Harvey's going to be okay.
You don't know that.
No, he's not going to be okay.
Wondering, why did you do it? Harvey needed you. Why save me? Harvey's your best friend. I'm nothing to you. I just don't get it.
I don't owe you an explanation.
You owe Harvey one.
No, I don't.
I don't think I can do this.
What are you talking about?
I don't want to see what... I just can't, okay? I have to go. I'm sorry. Just go in without me.
It's okay, I get it.
You do?
I don't blame you for not wanting to be here.
Thanks. Please, Bruce. Don't tell him I was here. I don't think he'd understand.
Gotham is still reeling after last week's
They're
mayoral
obviously
debate
not that close.
with the drugging and
We know
subsequent murder of Mayor Hamilton Hill. Harvey Dent was left running unopposed. After a rather lackluster election, Mayor Dent was sworn in from his hospital bed. Word is he's still recovering from major injuries sustained at the event.
Harvey, I am so sorry this happened.
Hey, come on. It's not your fault.
Well, I'm sorry anyway.
I haven't actually seen it yet. You've had me wrapped up this whole time. Numbed beyond belief. Maybe it's not that bad. I mean, my family, we heal quick. Could be fine.
Hey, I'm sure it'll heal up nicely. You'll have some scarring, but it won't be that bad.
Optimism, right? Scars are cool. Rugged. Manly.
Exactly.
Oh, what have you got there?
I brought you some flowers. Though I see I'm not the first.
Yeah, well, my mother and my secretary. Every sick boy's dream. One woman I thought would visit, or at least call, hasn't. Selena's been a no-show. I thought she'd at least come by to congratulate me, if nothing else.
We're gonna lie to Harvey.
Guess we weren't as close as I thought. Guess I can't blame her. The way I look now.
Yeah, she's probably just busy, hasn't had a chance to come by yet. You'll hear from her.
Easy for you to be optimistic about women. Pretty sure no one ever loses Bruce Wayne's number. I am glad you're here, though. God, it's been infuriating. Just sitting here and having nothing but time to think about what happened. I wish I could make myself turn it off completely. Watching footage of the debate over and over. Look at me, preaching it. What a great guy you are, while I go and get my face bashed in. It's easy. Every news station is showing it. Just regurgitating the same old sound bites.
Don't do this to yourself. There's nothing you can do to change what happened. Replaying that moment will only drive you crazy.
Yeah, I know that. But here I am.
Trust me. You need to stop.
I was helpless, Bruce. Helpless. Couldn't do anything. Penguin would have just beaten me to death right there in front of everyone. He wanted to.
We're gonna let him vent.
Yeah, I can still hear him laughing. What they did to Hill, to the moderator. I have to live with that. But you heard them up there. The Penguin and that maniac on screen. This isn't over.
Nope.
I need to stay ahead of them. They're trying to cause discord. That stunt at the debate was just the first step.
Batman stopped them from killing you the other night, but they will try again.
I won't hide from them, Bruce. The Tonight speech, they'll know where I stand.
Wait, tonight? I thought you were supposed to be recovering.
My assistant is on her way to pick me up. With the election, I was able to talk the hospital into releasing me early. Not that they're too happy about it.
No!
All the doctors keep telling me to take it easy. But how can I? Well, stay in the chair, Mr. Dent. Oh, don't overexert yourself, Mr. Dent.
Yeah, well, you never did play by the rules, did you?
Come on, you say that like it's a bad thing. Come on, you do the same in my position. Which is why I won't even try to tell you to not look into those tapes. I know how much you loved your father, Bruce. I know that debate was hard on you, too. Finding out your dad drugged Esther Cobblepot, Hill admitting to having both of them killed. It's a lot to process. I'm sorry. Just because I keep reliving it doesn't mean you want to.
This just proves that I never really knew him. He was just hiding who he really was.
I'm sorry. I know you'll pull through this.
I hope so.
Look, I realize what a terrible friend I've been to you. I was so focused on the campaign. I thought distancing myself from you was the only option.
It's the real reason I chose Selena.
Thanks, Harvey. I appreciate that.
I'll make it up to you.
I believe him.
What is that?
Also, I don't.
Batman symbol.
Coming from near the GCPD? That's one way to get the guy's attention.
Did I see it?
And look, I should get going, Harv.
What, already? What else do you have to do? My assistant won't be here for another hour.
It's Alfred.
Is he okay?
Yeah. He just needs to talk to me.
Yeah, of course. Go ahead. Tell the old man I said hi.
You rest up, Harv.
Thanks, Bruce.
This is a very sparse-looking hospital room. I'm just gonna say that because it's on my radar. It looks very sparse in there. I don't think I like it. That being said, GCPD is underfunded. Why would the hospital be any better funded? Oh, right, because I assume Bruce Wayne is funneling money there,
Unit 6 in pursuit of suspects westbound on 15th Street.
Is it the Children of Arkham? Can you confirm?
Negative. They're taking shots at us whenever we get close.
Understood. Stay on them. We'll think of something.
A little help would be nice.
Hang in there, all right?
Oh, they knew we'd be there, Jim. We don't have enough officers to deal with this.
Look, everyone's stretched thin. I'm doing what I can. I have to go.
That light has a bat on it, Jim.
You give me a number to call, I'll rethink my methods.
Ah.
I'm just glad it got your attention. I didn't have a lot of options. So, here we are.
Not a bad idea. I'm impressed.
I have good ones every now and then. I'd rather have you arrested than come to you for help. But the truth is, we're desperate. I'm calling a truce. Just for tonight.
Bring me up to speed.
Right. Renee Montoya, one of my officers.
The one who tried to shoot me.
I know, but hear me out. She's trying to clear her name after those animals manipulated her into killing Falcone. She's supposed to be on leave, but she got a tip on the Children of Arkham's chemical stash. Went rogue. She's out there alone, and I can't spare anyone to back her up. I told her to wait, but this is personal. The Children of Arkham pumped her full of that junk. She's a good cop. One of my best.
I'll find her. We'll take down the Children of Arkham together.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
These Children of Arkham are everywhere all of a sudden. Where the hell they all come from?
They've been waiting.
I never heard of them before. Then that debate.
Never mind how this began. We have to focus on ending it.
Yeah.
If you've got any bright ideas how to do that, I'm all ears.
Gordon, this is Schultz. Over.
Gordon here.
We got a problem with the mayor, sir.
What happened? Is he okay?
I don't know. We lost him. He took off and left us behind.
What?
Christ, one more crisis I can't deal with right
Where'd
now.
he go?
We've got to keep both Montoya and Dent safe. Somehow.
I'm on it. You there?
Always.
Launch the drones. I need eyes on the city.
Lucius has made some upgrades. I'll let him explain.
Who are you talking to? You got a whole team or something?
A little busy at the moment, Jim.
Say no more.
I really should have said my butler. Just see what happens.
Patching you through to R&D in Wayne Enterprises.
Batman, so listen. The first model was only equipped for visual surveillance, but seeing how you use them at the skyline,
I thought you'd need an audio feed as well. The microphones are incredibly sensitive. They can pick up sounds from up to 500 yards. In some cases, you'll even be able to hear through walls, like X-ray peering.
Just what I needed. Thank you.
Being one step ahead of Batman is kind of my job.
I'd like to know who
Any
they
idea
got
where
voice
they might
acting
be?
him.
Montoya's car was spotted crossing the bridge to Arkham Island. Could be where the handoff is happening.
What about Dent?
They're probably headed to his acceptance speech. They just left the hospital and we lost sight of him.
Now, please, just leave it. It's not gonna get any better.
But you're bleeding.
Then let Gotham see it.
Is that?
No, I told you it's fine.
That car's been behind us since the hospital.
God, is this guy trying to drive us off the road? Oh, what the? Oh, damn it!
Barrels of this stuff to transfer. Not a big window to unload all of that. They said they wanted it done tonight, so it's gotta be done. You wanna argue with them? Be my guest. You just keep an eye out for that cop.
Nobody move! This is the police!
Get her!
Okay, so I'm gonna go say Montoya because I genuinely feel bad about the position she's been put in, but that means I'm leaving Harvey high and dry again, and I can't keep doing that and not feel like a real asshole. We're gonna go after Montoya, I think. I think that's what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna go after Montoya because she's literally getting shot at. And Harvey's already been to the hospital once. If he goes back, it's not the better the...
Headed to the construction site. Send whatever men you can spare after Dent.
I'll round up what officers I can.
I mean, we're not leaving him high and dry completely, but say Montoya because police can help with a car trying. Yeah. That was my thinking as well. Fewer people get hurt if I go after Montoya where there's gunshots.
Back up. Corner of 15th and Main.
New
We got a
World
major
Order.
disturbance
Ooh,
here.
epic.
Several armed suspects on the loose.
It's just trying to make sure they have the manpower to handle whatever they're doing, or staff to handle whatever they're dealing with, but this is the right choice to go after Montoya, because machine guns! Well, that guy is not going to be able to use that arm ever again.
I got this one. Batman, look out!
It's over. Drop the gun.
Look, I promise I'm not gonna shoot you, okay? I used to think you were a threat, but I was wrong. We both have much bigger problems right now. I'm sorry. Can you forgive me? Those guys had me pinned down. If you hadn't shown up when you did,
It's okay. It's in the past. I forgive you.
thank you. It means a lot coming from you.
Yeah, well, we need you,
I
so.
don't know what I was thinking, coming out here alone. I nearly blew it. I could be dead. Or you could be dead. And it'd be on me.
Don't beat yourself up. You did a lot of good here today. Sometimes the risk is worth it.
I'll keep that in mind. I
We
still
are
don't
the living
understand how
example.
they knew I was coming.
Heads up. The cops just sent 3 black and whites to stop our guys going after Dent. From the chatter, sounds like Gordon's with them.
Someone's gotta help Gordon. They know he's coming. Go. I'll see what I can find here. I'm not giving up on
Looks
this.
like we're doing both. Just do one then the other.
Yeah, but they knew I was coming. They seem to be getting info on the GCPD's whereabouts. Not sure how. I need an update on Harvey.
Bringing it up now.
Deborah, get down!
Mr. Dent, what did you do to him?
I said get back in the car! There's more of them coming!
Put down your weapon. There's too many of them. Everybody take cover. You'd better get down there.
On my way.
Yeah, that was definitely the right choice. We've saved Montoya, so now we can get to saving Harvey. Oh boy. Oh, well, I know what he probably did. He probably killed the guy. Yep, Harvey killed a guy. And he's wearing fake half of a face.
Self-defense, he says. New mayor's pretty tough, turns out. Killed one of those guys attacking him with his bare hands.
Dent did that?
Guess the fella's lucky Dent got to him before you did, huh?
Right there with you, Magic Chicken. Right there with you.
You have something to say, then say it.
We all know how you operate. You've been trying this nice guy routine lately, but I don't buy it for a second. At least this one died quick.
We don't
We got
kill
our
people.
asses handed to us.
They knew you were coming.
How? We've been using a secure channel. You saying we got a leak? Gordon to command. Anyone there?
Command here. What is it, Gordon?
That voice is
Turn
the
that
same.
off.
What?
It's been compromised. The children of Arkham are listening in on the GCPD's communications.
Gordon! Gordon, command! You copy?
I'm gonna look into this. I'll let you know what I find.
I love this car. This version of the Batmobile is awesome, and it looks like the one from the current generation of comic books, so they're still using the same design. It's just really sexy.
Bruce?
The GCPD's been compromised. The children of Arkham were listening the whole time.
Yep.
How?
That's what I'm going to find out. Alfred, I'm sending over evidence of some kind of encrypted communication signal.
It's coming up on my screen now, but I'm afraid it looks like a bunch of gibberish to me.
I need to go to Wayne Tower and look into this.
Ho-ho.
Get me Lucius on the line.
Yes, right away.
We're going to Wayne
If
Tower.
the public finds out the police aren't able to communicate...
I'm not sure of anything right now, but Lucius will have answers. I have a feeling we've only seen the tip of the iceberg.
Hopefully it doesn't sink us, sir.
I have Lucius
Ooh,
on the line now.
It might be a little late for that.
Bruce, are you there? I'm looking at this data Alfred sent me. It's messy.
I have to know what the children of Arkham are doing. How fast can you decrypt?
It's a tough one, but I should have it cracked soon if you can meet me at Wayne Tower.
Already on my way.
A man unhinged. So we knew Harvey was going to become a monster. Boy, are we getting dirty looks right now.
Almost there, Lucius.
I'll meet you down in the lab. Some aspects of the Children of Arkham surveillance are worrying.
Uh-oh.
Great.
Bruce.
Chairwoman.
I didn't think you'd be here. I used to look to Thomas for guidance in hard times. Must seem silly. After everything that's happened. You know what they say about old habits.
Yeah, I miss them too. Both of them.
I know. Every day, I wish your father was still with us. He was wise beyond his years. And Martha, she was such a delight to have around.
Wise beyond his years and a criminal.
I've been called in for an emergency board meeting.
I wasn't told about it.
You weren't invited, Bruce. You are the topic of discussion for the board.
Oh, God.
They want to decide what your future at this company will be. Whether to dismiss you or not. You have to understand, Bruce. This company is bigger than any one individual. We have to keep face. And after this scandal...
What my father... I'm not him, Regina. I would never compromise the lives of innocents for my own benefit.
I know that, Bruce. But you have to understand that what the public wants to hear isn't always what we want to hear. The whole city is watching to see what our next move is going to be.
Bruce, I've got something. You need to get down here. Now.
I worked with your parents for years, and neither of them gave any indication of foul play.
No, they wouldn't if they're doing it well.
Bruce.
You're nothing like him, Bruce. We always build up the people closest to us. When they fall, it's a terrible blow to everyone around them.
I appreciate the sentiment, Regina. Thank you.
I mean what I said before. Families like ours need to flock together. Perhaps now...
It's the most Court of Owls thing in the world!
I should head down. I don't want them to make a decision without me. I'll come find you after.
I'll be right down, Lucius.
She's totally in the Court of Owls. Totally in the Court of Owls. Alright, let's do this. To the secret lab! Pull the lever, Crunk! Ah, right lever. We don't even have a wrong lever.
It's good to hear she's still in your corner.
Spying on my conversations again?
Hey, I'm looking out for you. There've been whispers that the board was going to take action against you.
Well, that's...
If you lose the company,
not good.
Batman will take a massive hit too.
Not good.
I know the cave is well equipped, but all of this is owned and paid for by the company. You can't afford to lose their resources.
The board's in a panic, but this'll die down before it comes to that.
I'm glad you're being optimistic about this, but I'm not so sure.
Right now, finding out how the children of Arkham are spying on the police is more important. What have you got?
It's Wayne Tech, Bruce. As you know, Wayne Enterprises is a telecommunications giant. If someone were to, say, build a backdoor into that tech...
You're telling me the children of Arkham hacked into the system?
So that's the thing. Do you want the good news or the bad news? You're not gonna like it.
Just got the good news.
There's good news. If the children of Arkham are accessing the Wayne Enterprises network, I can't imagine there's a bright side.
Eye of the beholder, Bruce. The good news is, I should be able to shut down the back door. But that's because I was the one that built it.
You? What are you talking about?
When your mission as Batman started, you needed a way to monitor the city. Well, this is how. I piggybacked Batman's surveillance onto Wayne Enterprises' signal.
If the children of Arkham have access to the same system, does that mean they know my identity?
It looks like they've only accessed the GCPD so far. Not a lot of activity otherwise.
I'll have Alfred warn Gordon. The GCPD needs to get rid of their Wayne Tech devices.
Smart move. I've encrypted our access. I can fortify it, but it's gonna take longer to force them out of the system. The question remains, How did the children of Arkham find out about the back door in the first place? They shouldn't have been able to find it. Not unless they knew what they were looking for. Whoever broke in certainly knew how to cover their tracks.
When the cops raided the manor, they seized every computer belonging to Wayne Enterprises. Mayor Hill must have given them to the children of Arkham.
Trying to save himself, I'm sure. I'm gonna keep working on this Children of Arkham business. See if there's a way to shut down their access entirely.
We better lock this stuff down, just in case.
Oh boy, what a scary thought, eh? Talk to Lucius real quick here, just because I'm curious about what he has to say.
So, anything new?
This is gonna take some time. Don't worry. I'll let you know when I find something.
Alright, well, let's look at the photograph.
Tiffany's really taking after you. And Luke, stubborn as always.
I think of what Gotham has become, and I think of them. They give me all the reason I need to work with Batman. He's the only one that will truly protect them.
Well, that's
cool. And he will, Lucius. Always.
Well, what the hell is he working on here?
Looks like another invaluable piece of Lucius Fox technology. Ooh, what's this?
Something I'm still working on. Some new armament to assist you in the field. There's only so much you can do on your own. But it's not really ready yet.
That looks incredibly dangerous and like it has guns on it.
A new sticky bomb I developed. The signal is activated on the underside.
Huh.
Attach it wherever you need, then detonate it remotely with your gauntlet.
Alright.
Boom.
Nice.
Be careful. Those things pack a serious punch.
There's a new cowl? We got a new cowl, possibly.
Thermal vision. You've been busy, haven't you, Lucius?
Thermal vision on that thing? That's terrifying.
Not sure I'll ever get the first one back from Selina.
Wonder if that's the only thing she stole.
She caught my eye. She didn't steal it. There's a difference.
Newly elected Mayor Harvey Dent gave a rousing speech late last night, refuting claims that the children of Arkham were gaining control in Gotham. Despite his run-in with the masked group on the way to the event, people are still hopeful that Mayor Dent can pull through on his campaign promises.
Who are the children of Arkham really fighting for? Who is Batman really protecting? Because it's not us. It's time that we, not masked vigilantes and violent fringe groups, fought for ourselves. I will fight every day for Gotham. And I ask that you join me. We are proud citizens of Gotham. And this is our city.
Next up, we speak to Commissioner Grogan regarding increased security measures
Grogan,
citywide.
not Gordon, because Grogan is still in office.
I always wonder why you had a table that could hide itself. Guess it's coming in pretty handy now.
Trust me, it was much more paranoia than precaution.
Looks like Regina's headed to my office. I should go.
And before you do...
Our update.
Here. Get that back to the Bat computer. It'll install the added security measures. You'll also have all the info I found on the Children of Arkham's activity within the system.
Thanks, Lucius.
I've always got your back, Batman. Now get out of here. Regina doesn't like to be kept waiting.
My biggest question becomes who maintains that elevator? Anyway, that's where we're gonna call it for tonight, friends. We'll come back to it next week. We know where we've saved, so we'll be able to jump right back into it next week. And I'm going to continue from that point, see how far we can get. But from this point, I want to thank everybody who joined me this evening. I had a great time playing through it, and I've made my decisions, and I'm really happy with the direction it's going so far. I hope everyone who also enjoyed it tonight, and I'll catch you next time. Next stream is going to be this Saturday is the next stream. It's going to be Nostalgia 1 Player 0. Amber and I are going to be continuing our playthrough of Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. We're just starting our second year in the game. So please make sure you stop by, come join us. Yeah, that's all I got. All right, guys. Have a good night. Bye.